Hey guys, just want to take a moment, come to you live again, and I want to talk again about the topic of fasting. So I just want to thank everybody that watched the last video, left comments, and I very much intend to get back to every single comment that was made and any of the comments that are made in this video here. I don't plan to stay long, but I plan to do this in a series, trying to hope to encourage those of you that are hungry for God, those of you that want more of God today than you did yesterday, those of you that just sense in your heart a fiery passion for more of God's presence. And so that's who this video is for, and that's what this video is all about. So I thought I would just tell you guys a little bit about just some lessons I learned in a year, just honestly, it was last year, in a year where collectively, throughout the whole year, there was about 100 days of fasting. Now, not all of that was a complete food fast. What I mean by liquid only. There was two 28-day periods where I did a pretty intense juice fast. And then there was obviously a time where there was a food fast. And so, I just, as I've said before, I want God, and I know that fasting changes me, and I know it makes me more aware of His presence. But I know a lot of people who fast or have a desire to fast, when they fail, they feel crushed, like defeated. Like, I guess I wasn't good enough. I guess it didn't work. I guess I didn't. And listen, fasting has nothing to do with our human resolve. Has nothing to do with us, mustering up the willpower to force this hunger strike in order for God to move. That's not how fasting works. Fasting is simply a declaration, through our hunger to God, that we're hungry for Him. And so there is no failure in fasting, only if you don't fast. Okay? There is no failure. Now, I've learned along the ways, understanding how I'm wired when I'm most tempted to break a fast and how to press through that. And I also know that there are times when you're in the middle of a fast, you don't feel God, you don't sense God, and so you're like, what's this worth? I quit. Or you're in the midst of a fast, and just whatever reason you're not thinking about it, you eat something, you feel like you failed. There is no failure in fasting. There's only failure when you choose not to fast. Fasting is an invitation. And so the beginning of every year, I always go on at minimum a 21-day fast. We have a group called the Roaring 20s Fast. You can find it on Facebook. You can also find a YouVersion Bible plan under that same name, where we call a generation to fast and pray and seek God's face. And then usually at different times of the year. The goal is to live a fasted life. The goal is to honestly be before the Lord so much that if somebody's need or burden comes our way, we automatically know, hey, I think this is time for me to fast. We hear something, we pick up something. Someone needs a miracle. Someone needs somebody saved. Somebody needs a breakthrough, and in our heart we go, okay, what can I do? What can I do? I can fast. I can say no to lunch. I can say no to breakfast. I can say no to dinner. I can fast. And so I just want to say to you guys that in that course of 100 days, I wasn't like, I didn't set out the year thinking 100 days, I have to do 100 days. But I just know that fasting is sowing into the heart of our lives, and there's a harvest to be reaped. And I want you guys to know, and I still love the Lou Engle quote. Lou Engle has said, I have started more fast than I have finished. And so I want you guys to know, when is a good time to fast? When you want more of God. When's another good time to fast? When you have somebody you want to see saved and you don't know how to break through. When's another good time to fast? When you need a prodigal to come home. When's another good time to fast? When you need a breakthrough in your marriage. When's another good time to fast? When you're making a big decision. When's another good time to fast? When you're burdened for the nation. When's another good time to fast? When you need demons to be set free. When's another good time to fast? When you want the power and touch of God on your life. When's another good time to fast? When you're just tired of the status quo. Fasting internally transforms us. We think it's an external transformation that we need for our breakthrough, and that's simply not it. A lot of people just get bored spiritually, bored and barren spiritually, and then neglect the fast. And so again, I'm encouraging you, every one of you, to press in to the more of God and to realize there's no failure in a fast, only if you quit. If you're on a lengthy fast and something happens, you keep going. Now, here's some tips I've learned along the way. When you're fasting, try to journal a prayer every day and remind yourself of the why. Why am I fasting? Journal a prayer every day, every other day. When you're fasting, listen to sermons on fasting, read books on fasting, read old books on prayer and fasting. Go back to men like Ravenhill, Tozer, sermons by men like Ravenhill, David Wilkerson, and others. Those will stir you. E.M. Bounds, those will stir you. Those will be food and fuel to your soul. I believe the Lord wants to release a fasting generation who really believes that when we're weak, He's strong. And so my hope and prayer, even through this series of videos, is that the Lord marks you. The Lord marks you for the rest of your life to be a man or woman hungry for the presence of God. I know, just like major things in our life, we have a lot of like passion and a lot of like, I'm going to do this. But what happens when the passion wanes? We fast. I'm here in your corner. I'm here to pray for you. I'm here to encourage you. I promise you, we have no idea what the Lord can do with people who set themselves apart in fasting and prayer to seek the Lord. I love the Old Testament admonishment to consecrate yourselves this day, for tomorrow the Lord will do works among you. When you fast, when you say no to self, to say yes to God, I promise you breakthrough happens. When you choose to pray all through the night on very little sleep the next day, I promise you God sees that. When you choose to spend extra time in God's word as opposed to anything else, I promise you God sees that. And so you want to ignite your worship, ignite your ministry, ignite your life, fast and pray. All right? Hope this is helpful. I have spent a majority of the last 10, 11, 12 years studying fasting, pressing into it. I am not an expert. I am a practitioner who just simply wants to have a fire for God that cannot and will not ever go out. So with that being said, thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel. There'll be more content coming to serve and encourage and bless you. All right? Thanks so much. Take care.